Hi, my name is Eric, and you are watching my first Season 5 win in Fortnite. As you can see by my battle with this bot, I am not a great player, nor am I a bad player. I think I get by the skin of my teeth, whatever that phrase means. This is kind of a self-reflective practice for myself as I learn more about games and their possibility for learning and school, and learning about myself and my own gameplay. So this is kind of analysis. There's going to be lots of uhs. There's going to be a lot of half thoughts, and hopefully some good gameplay footage. I occasionally got a okay elimination. Yeah, so anyway, a few things you might notice. I do use the 3D sound thing because I need that. I'm an older person, so I need as much help as I can get. As you can see, I just zoomed up on a mailbox. Why did I do that? I can kind of tell that there's somebody over there, so I'm going over here. I slowed it down right here again because this is where I kind of strike lucky. I think the reason why I win this is because of the luck I had right here. So I get a purple, I'm not sure what that's called. We're just going to call it the purple gun right now. So I get that. I have learned how to use these bouncer things, and you're going to see me use it in just a second. I'm also starting to get a little bit better at building. When I build, I tend to be very late. My reflexes are much slower than probably the people that play this game. Also, fun fact, I really like playing with the Mandalorian skin. A good contrast to watching it on Disney+. This isn't an ad for that. All right, so here comes the bouncer move that I make. Not perfect. Gray tack. Yep, so I'm getting him. Trying to break the builds. Of course, he bounces away, trying to protect myself. I have no idea where he is. I don't know why I did that. Luckily, he landed across the way, so I have a little bit of distance between us. Trying to knock him down. I am very... you can't tell this, but I'm very nervous right now, which is why I just blocked myself off. That was not on purpose. All right, shooting. Finally get to see him right there. This is also where I probably... I think I can overtake him, but then he does another bouncer. I take fall damage. He launches over there. I see on my 3D sensor to the left that there's somebody firing, so I kind of get inside the building. I think this is what gives me away to this player is I use the splashes. Luckily, I think he was weaker than I was, and I tried my best to shoot right there. Nice. So that's my second kill. My first probably real human elimination. Alrighty. I take my time loading these weapons. As you'll see, I tend to take a lot of time organizing the slots on the bottom right. Yeah. Let's see here. I think this might be another bot that I take on. So I'm trying to figure out what my loadout should be, and I struggle with this. When you're playing with an Xbox, there's a lot of issues with accidentally pressing the wrong button. And for me, and I guess this is why they call them sweaty players, my hands get really sweaty. And so I kind of overreact on these kind of things. I think this is a bot. So I try to shoot the bush. I miss, and I'm not good at headshots. As you'll notice, the first shot accuracy, I believe that's what it's called. Sometimes I hit the first shot, but I'm not that great at being a continuous accuracy after that. Hitting the barrels, trying to get some more stuff. I can hear the person coming. I'm definitely guessing this is a bot, although it did jump. I don't know if bots have that ability. I think they can build once, and that's it. All right, so we're going to fast forward to some of the boring parts, collecting more things. That's one thing I've noticed about Fortnite that I do enjoy. There is this balance of collection and then action. Because if it is all action, this is actually a good moment, another lucky moment for me, which is getting a gold or I think they call it legendary maybe? Probably not legendary, but gold tack. And so this is a foreshadowing of my success at the end of this game. Alrighty. Right here, I'm just going back to this person. I have no idea what this person does. I think that was the first time I've seen some of those NPC kind of characters. And we're going to slow down right here because somebody does an amazing snipe against me. And I've learned very quickly in Fortnite that building immediately when somebody shoots you is the first line of action. If you want to be successful, building is the part of the game that I've learned that's really helpful. I don't know how he hit that shot, so luckily I'm doing some classic noob moves of sneaking around. So I'm trying to trick him. I'm trying to go around the corner so he doesn't think I pop up where I am. And I don't want to build because the builds kind of give away your position. So I kind of see over here. And this was just a lucky guess that he was on top of that mountain. Even though I have the 3D sound thing, and there's my first shot accuracy, and I tell myself I'm not going to try to pursue that because I'm definitely not a W key player, as they say. So I'm going to keep going over here. I'm going to build up some of my building supplies, some, what do they call it? Mats, I think so what they call it. I need a lot of mats because I think I overuse the mats, which is a classic sign of a noob player. Right here, you'll notice that I spent way too much time trying to build myself a little fort here, probably hints Fortnite. So I finish up the build, and then I realize the action is taking place to my east. I also need to get this supply drop. That's another aspect of the game that I like, which is there are lots of opportunities to kind of build your kind of equipment. And these supply drops are really helpful for the not great players like myself. Alrighty, so I'm attacking, holding that off. Or somebody else was attacking me. I'm trying to hold my builds. I've recently learned that with the little triangle part of the box, I don't know what that's called, I can see through. After watching some other streamers, they kind of use that tactic a lot. I haven't quite figured out how to do it where I'm on top, like level, so that I can get a 360 view. So I'm definitely kind of like a peeper. So I just peep my head, kind of angle the camera so I can kind of see it. And I'm going to miss my shots. I immediately hear someone to my right, so I'm kind of learning how to use the audio senses, but it's the 3D visualization that really helps me out with this kind of stuff. I really wonder how professionals kind of do that, like they do it without the 3D thing. My hearing must be going bad. All right, healing up. That was a relatively noobish kill. I didn't build or do any kind of cool trick shots. Right here, you're going to see this problem that I have with the Xbox controller. I've learned how to edit quickly, but it takes me a while to select the right weapon. Another thing that I've learned really quickly is how to rotate and how to use some of these movement-based items. One of these are these bouncers right here, but it takes me a while to kind of like figure out how to place it really quickly. So I tend to take my time placing it. I'm also very nervous because I think this person is going to snipe me. So I build up the wall. I put the next. You can see how slow this is. I'm even frustrated with my own self. All right, right here. There we are. This one is a close call. Again, I didn't mean to build like that. I'm going to build, and then I try to turn the opposite way because I've seen some people do that, and you just saw a snipe go by me. Also, a fun part of the game, as a reference to the Mandalorian, there are bounties. So right now I'm being pursued by a fellow bounty hunter. I'm rotating. I'm actually proud of myself for that. The rotation part is what I feel like the professional gamers and the people that are very successful at the game use, is being able to rotate quickly. And I guess the next stage would be being able to rotate on top of another player so that you can get the elimination quickly. Again, you can see my overbuilding strategy, but I'm learning to edit. I think that's the thing I need to be proud of. So future Eric, this can be just a marker of your growth. I'm learned how to knock down this person, and this is where my aim is exposed. So terrible aim. I have a really good weapon, and I'm barely able to hit him for 30. I am trying to keep high ground, so I'm trying to build and make sure I'm above this player. So I think I'm doing well with that. Not right there, kind of having trouble building, misfire right there. I think this next move I make is kind of an accidental move. So I shoot him, build, he builds through it, and I shoot him from a distance. It was interesting, I was able to shoot him from that far of a distance and I still get that damage. struggling to build. We're going to fast forward through kind of this reload and healing up thing right here, as well as the supply drop. No action up until the supply drop. I think supply drops are the thing that really keep me in the game because I am not good at collecting all of the healing stuff. And I also need rotation ability. If you notice in the top left, it is now like a super danger, which is this kind of cool feature that you can tell that the bounty is near you. So I guess it's kind of like the Mandalorian theme song playing in my head right now. So I'm building up. Obviously, I need to make sure my structure... I've learned this very recently. Some of the pro players, they know that I'm a noob, so they tend to shoot me out, and then I die to fall damage. So I tend to like want to use brick and some of the harder mats to make sure that I'm not shot down. Okay, so I hear this player behind me. I think this is the one pursuing me, but I have no idea where this player is. So I'm going up, kind of building around, my classic move. I don't think I know how to even do 90s. I'm really good at just creating a box. And I can you can tell I kind of struggle with the smoothness of my edits. So I tend to wait. Okay, so I can see that player over there. I've gotten the brilliant idea of trying to use a bouncer to get near him. So I put that up, and I tend to take my time because sometimes when I give away that I'm about to use a bouncer, I get like sniped out of the air. I'm still being pursued by this bounty, so I put up the bouncer, and I'm going, and I'm building immediately. So that looked kind of cool, but not really. So you see how I overused mats again. Overused mats. All right, so I have no idea what my strategy right here is. I don't want to drop down because I tend to lose these one-on-one fights when I go down. So staying above ground and getting angles is my MO right now. So I'm trying to build up. I just blocked myself. I try to play it off by editing this thing right here. This is another point where I kind of get lucky, which is I'm able to look around. And I think when I look to the left, I glance and I see there's a player rotating. And so I'm able to get a couple of first shots on this player. And then I know I need to rotate. I tend to die in Storm a lot because I am a scaredy cat and I don't want to move to the circle at the right time. Sorry for all the uhs, and I know there's a lot of uhs. This is just a reflective piece. I'm learning how to talk about my gameplay. All right, so I'm trying to figure out where this player is. He's shooting, so I'm not sure if he's shooting at me or he's just trying to intimidate me. All right, time for the rotation, Eric. And there's the rotation. I missed the bounce, but I get it over here. I look around. I am very lucky in this situation because everyone else is kind of battling somebody else, and the person that would be taking on me is behind me. So I kind of build a little bit. Again, notice how many mats I'm wasting that I probably don't need to be wasting. Miss all of my shots except for the last possible shot. Again, one of the things that's getting me through this is I've gotten high power weapons. And I think that's one of many factors to winning a game is having the right loadout. That seems very obvious, but I've also seen very experienced players do kind of like, pistols only challenge or something like that. So this is what's carrying me is the weapons. All right, so I try to shoot. I miss my builds. I wish I knew how to do that waterfall build that I see people use. So right now I'm kind of pretending like I'm in a Fortnite championship and trying to build these blocks around me, but at a very slow pace. I said blocks. What is this, Roblox? No, I'm building these kind of forts. All right, so the bad side to the 3D sensors is that it does seem like overwhelming. It's another kind of like visual message to you, but it is helpful for knowing like the general direction where they are. But as you can tell, I'm kind of like freaking out right here. I'm trying to figure out where this person is. And again, the theme or the word of the day in this game is luck. So I'm looking, I can tell that they're above me, kind of circling me. I go backwards. I think I go backwards because I'm trying to see where they are. Again, edits, not the best. So I go backwards and I happen to just see a player right there. That was pure luck. There's that dragon shotgun. I also missed getting some of the mats, which is going to not be great for me toward the end. obviously there's a player that has high ground and is able to do this kind of stuff. So again, I'm just trying to rotate. Now I am now down to like only wood mats. So I'm not doing the best right now. Alrighty. Although I am impressed. I think getting this amount of kills for me is impressive. Typically, if I win in the past seasons, it's always been like 1 kill. I'm not a respectable winner. But in this win, I do think I have some accolades. I'm obviously using builds. I'm rotating. I fire, but then I build. So I use some of the stuff that I've seen in other people's videos. All right, so it looks like there are 3 people left, including me. I open up this mat. This right here is another lucky moment, which is I built all around here. So they're trying to get to me, and I'm building. So they're obviously seeing these builds happen. So a few of them are trying to break in. So let's see if that person breaks in. This person breaks in, I think. I rotate. Luckily, I get inside that box, so when he drops, it's basically a shoot off, and I got lucky with, I think, 1 headshot there. Healing up. Right here, I get interrupted. I should have just kept going with this, but I do something that could have been a pro move right here. So I build a ramp right here, and then when I build the ramp, this person gets underneath the ramp. So I could have I see him underneath, but I miss him. So I shoot at nothing. So he's underneath the ramp. And then he starts shooting at me. I go down. Luckily, I have the splashes. So I splash. And this is, I think, the best move I've done, which is I'm holding him with my builds. And I'm running low. And then I go to the left. And I finish the game. So thank you for watching. I don't know if that was the best commentary. It seemed like stream of consciousness. So thank you for watching, and here's how you can find me.